Allegedly, we're going to start streaming.
It says we are live.
All right, sweet. Do you hear us?
No, I don't.
Oh,
No,
man.
wait. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, we're always a little behind.
I keep forgetting there's... Yeah, I just forget about the delay. And you sound a little low.
I sound
But
a
I'm
little
fine.
low?
So, yeah, you sounded just a little low.
How about now? Was that any better?
A little bit, but you're still a little on the low side. Either that or I'm just fucking loud. One or the...
How about that? Is that better?
Okay. Hold on. Yeah. That's better. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to mute my phone so that I don't drive myself crazy. Okay.
Right. That's better. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to mute my phone so that I don't drive myself crazy. Okay. Right. Oh, I heard potato on my phone. So the sounds are at least going to the stream. So that's good.
Okay. That's what I was
All
curious
right.
about, because normally, even if we don't hear them, they can usually show up on the stream. So
They are on the stream. I'm gonna have this
okay.
Because I'm using more Windows today. I'm gonna have to stream on my phone, so I'm gonna have to rely on you to keep an eye on the chat.
I can do that.
And then let's see. How do I look at the chat on my phone? There it is. Okay. And then the other thing is, depending upon how many people show up, we can do the quiz or not do the quiz if you don't want to be the only one. The good news is if you're the only one, you'll win.
Right. No matter what.
Yeah, there you go. So if nobody turns up, then Kim is the winner.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if Boomer will be here today or not, so I haven't talked to him in a couple of days. I don't know how his situation's been faring out, so he might be here and he might not. I don't know.
Tisk tisk. All right, I told my phone to mute, and it is back to talking and driving me insane. There we go. Okay. Stupid phone. Do what I said. Should we go live 1 hour and 3 minutes early?
If you want. I'm game if you are.
Or we can just sit here and stare at each other for 3 minutes.
Sure, that won't be awkward at all. I mean, we've probably done it before, so.
I mean, we mostly we stare at each other for most of the show while Greg is talking. So
this is true.
Oh, stand by one. There we go.
Make sure my show notes are where they're supposed to be.
Okay. That was fun.
Batch is here.
All right, just remind me. So I have YouTube pulled up for Baldur's Gate 3, Mass Effect 3, Avowed, and Divinity Original Sin. Those are the only ones that I pulled up.
Okay, dokie.
We think we're good?
Okay, dude. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Yeah, because the only thing I played this week is Divinity, so.
All right.
I really need to get back into Baldur's Gate, though. I need to finish it.
Batch is here.
Yes. He is indeed.
Okay, shall we begin? Let us begin. People of Capua, shall I begin?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you kindly?
I think we're just getting started.
Medic!
I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
He sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 878 of the Overseas Connection podcast. Just the two of us today. I am your once and future co-host, Chris Matthew, gamertag OC_CP Matthew on Xbox Live and Twitter, and they still call me Moose on Steam and Discord. Joining us, as always, is our stalwart co-host from the middle of somewhere, Miss Kim Woods. Say hi to the people, Kim.
Hi, everybody. Glad y'all can make it. Sort of.
Loquacious as always, Kim. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
We want to say howdy to the chat. So far in the chat, we got Batch Gaming and Amaryllis. So we're off to a good start for us being 1 hour early, depending upon your time zone. Of course, the U.S. leading the way, maybe into the time change. We're already 1 hour into the spring. I think the rest of the world changes their clocks next week. We'll all be back together. So we talk about video games here. We talk a little bit about life. We talk a little about the news. We talk a little bit about everything. We are here every Sunday, usually at 3 p.m. on the East Coast and 8 p.m. in the UK, 12 p.m. on the West Coast, and 2 p.m. in the middle of somewhere. This week's a little different because I believe we have sprung our clocks forward, and so it's only 7 p.m. in the UK right now. Or maybe it's 9 p.m. I'm terrible at time zones. Anyway, let's see. Do we have any birthdays this week? We do have some birthdays this week. None in the community. Nobody in the community is getting older. But of course, there's always famous people getting older. So we want to say happy birthday to Will I Am. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, born this week in 1933. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Lieutenant Dan himself, Gary Sinise, born in 1955. Also born this week in 1955, Bruce Willis, who is Corbin. The first thing that comes to my mind when I hear Bruce Willis is Corbin Dallas from The Fifth Element. I'm sure everyone else is thinking of John McClane from Die Hard. And of course, many other wonderful characters that he's brought to the screen. And lastly, Captain Aki of the USS Athena, Holly Hunter, born this week in 1958. You much of a Trekkie, Kim?
Not really, but I knew that reference. So, because I've seen the Starfleet commercials all week, so I knew what that was.
Bravo, Starfleet Academy. Yeah, I haven't watched any of that one yet. I still need to finish Discovery, which is like the precursor series. But it looks good. It looks good. I'm kind of stoked about it. Let's see. Let's just jump right into it. Cool. It's time for story time.
Everyone here loves story time, our favorite time of the day, when we gather around his great big chair and
Greg DeLacy.
All right, that was the long version. It's free content, folks. You get what you pay for. So let's see. I'll tell you what. I'm interested to hear about mice, Kim. I'm going to let you go first. What have you done to these poor mice?
Well, it's going to get a little gruesome. I have to warn you all now. We've had
Content
a mouse
warning.
situation in our house. Yeah, right? If you get a little squeamish, you might want to turn away now. Anyway, we've had a mice situation for like the last, I don't know, couple of months. And so far my cats have been pretty good about taking care of it. Well, we've had this one little asshole, and I kid you not, either the cats couldn't catch it or they're just like, you know what, screw it, we'll leave that one alone. But he's been up in my cabinet drawers trying to get into anything and everything. And I thought I had pretty much everything that was edible out of there. But the other morning I went to open my silverware drawer, and apparently he found I don't know if it was a cocoa packet or what it was. I don't even know how it got in there. But anyway, I had this nice little sheen of cocoa all over all my silverware and everything else. I'm like, all right, this little asshole has to die. So I'd had a mousetrap set up. Like, we have a little gap we can get underneath our cabinets, and I had the mousetrap underneath that because that's, of course, where the little guy's been going to get into everything. Apparently he knew this and was smart, and he's like, yeah, I'm not falling for your trap. Well, I got smart and fished the mousetrap out, cleaned out my silverware drawer, and put the mousetrap in the silverware drawer, thinking, well, if he comes back, maybe he'll get stupid, you know, get in the mousetrap, and there we go.
You got your finger,
so
didn't you?
this morning, yeah, I had to watch that one, because it's one of those plastic alligator types. It's not like the old wooden one that we're all used to. It's the, you know, it's the alligator ones with the teeth, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not getting my finger stuck in that damn thing. So this morning I go in there and I just got done eating breakfast and thought, I haven't checked the trap this morning. And Dad had made the comment that sometime during the night he had gotten up because the cats had been in the cabinet underneath the drawer, like they were trying to get at something. So my first thought was, well, they heard the mouse in there and they were trying to get at it. So I go to open the silverware drawer, and of course the mouse was in there. He had tripped the trap. All right, hooray! I caught the little asshole, right? Excited. So I go and I get the trap out because I'm going to go take the dead mouse outside. Oh, the trap kind of worked too well. It had decapitated the mouse because when I pulled the trap out, his body stayed behind in the drawer. So I'm like, oh. So then I felt a little bad because I'm like, I wanted it gone. I didn't want him, in half. But here we are. So
at least it was quick, right? At least it was quick. It wasn't like one of those.
I hope so, anyway.
Like glue traps or something. Those are inhumane.
Oh, I know. People talk about those all the time, and like I couldn't do that because that poor thing's just sitting there and you stuck. And no.
Yeah. So yeah, at least it's quick. At least it's quick.
Yeah. Right.
Hey.
So hopefully that's the last of it. I hope.
Hopefully we had mice in our house in North Carolina. And we called an exterminator. We're like, hey, we got mice and all these other critters. And so we just paid somebody and they went around and found all the egresses where the mice can get in because they get in around the pipes, right? So he put foam in around all the pipes and that cleared it right up. He did put some traps down, but they were like the box traps, the spin traps. Yep. So the mouse goes in there and you don't actually have to see it. You just throw the whole trap away,
right?
Well, when you got little kids around, like you don't want little kids, A, losing a digit in a mouse trap, and B, being traumatized when Mickey is decapitated in the silverware drawer, right? So, so it worked out. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it? Have you any other torture? Done any more torturing to animals? PETA is on their way, by the way.
I'm hoping. Probably, I'm gonna get dragged off in the middle of the show, Now, I hope, like I said, hopefully that's the last of the mouse problem. Now, I know in our little enclosed porch that's on the other side of our kitchen, there is a mouse in there. I know there is. So, I found this mouse poison that is apparently safe. Like, I'm not telling you to eat it, but it's safe for people. It's safe for pets because that's my big thing with what's usual mouse poison. It kills the mouse. You throw the mouse outside, then the cats eat it, and sometimes the cats don't make it because of course, the mouse poison. So I found this stuff that's supposedly safe for everything. And basically what it does is when the mouse eats it, they get dehydrated and it basically turns them into a mouse mummy is how it works. So I'm going to get some of that to throw out in my enclosed porch because there's no way I can set up enough mouse traps out there to catch this little bastard wherever he is.
I don't know how you are about monster films. But I've seen enough movies to know that the mummies always get their revenge. So I'm just saying, be careful. Be careful with the mummified.
Well, one of these days, if I, I don't show up, that'll be why. Because all the mummified mice have come back to claim me for revenge.
All right.
So there's probably been a few over the years. So.
We will, we will send out a rescue party. Not the rescuers from down under, by the way, because they are mice and they might be dehydrated.
Those are mice.
By your traps.
They won't like me.
Yeah. Anything else happening in Ken's world this week?
Well, nothing that involves poison or mice or traps. That was pretty much it there.
Good.
Decapitated, the only thing, there was. I watched the newest season of King of the Hill. And you have to understand, I'm like one of the biggest King of the Hill fans. I've watched every season multiple times. I haven't watched the new one yet. I don't know why. I think I was kind of putting it off because I was afraid I was going to be disappointed.
Okay.
So I just didn't. So this week I decided, why not? I'll go ahead and do it. And it's really, really good. So if you're a King of the Hill fan, like I am, I think you'll be really impressed. And apparently there's supposed to be 3 more seasons. It is still basically King of the Hill. They're just all older now. So, I don't know. It was really good. And if you haven't watched it, it's on Hulu. So if you like King of the Hill, go watch it. So.
I was a fan of King of the Hill back in the day. I haven't watched the new one. I have seen the previews, like with Bobby all grown up and everything. So maybe I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, give it a go. I liked it. The only sad part of it was, of course, the original voice actor for Dale and John Redcorn, of course, are no longer alive. So
Uh,
that was a bit, that was a bit sad. But
did
they
they
did a really good job of finding.
that's gonna say, did they recast them or they just kind of?
They brought somebody else in, and they did.
Okay.
They've done a fairly good. Dale still sounds a little funky, but mostly it's there. So
Yeah.
it still hits the right note. But yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, the new season of King of the Hill, it's really good. So
Okay.
if you enjoyed that show, go for it.
I think you'll get used to the voices, and the reason I say this is sometimes I go back and watch like Family Guy from the very beginning,
Yes.
where it's still drawn frame by frame, so the animation's a little squiggly, and the voice
Yep.
actors were still kind of finding the character, so they just sound a little
Mhm.
different. It could be a little jarring if you go from
Right.
King of the Hill after they've all kind of figured out, all the actors have kind of figured out what that character sounds like.
Right.
Back to the beginning. So I think you'll get used to it. All right.
Oh,
Thanks for the recommendation. Let's see. Anything
Yeah.
else? Anything else happening in the world
No,
of Kim?
that's pretty much it. Just
Pretty much it.
Watching cartoons and killing mice.
That's you know what? That's a country girl's dream right there. Watching cartoons and killing mice.
Apparently.
It's been a boring week in Mooseland here. We had what we call here in New York fake spring, where we had just
Yep.
3 beautiful days of 70 degrees, blue skies, and we were outside in short sleeves and like we've been waiting for this. And then the cold front blew in right back down into the 40s, gray skies. So, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away. Hopefully the blue sky will be back.
I'm
1
right
week.
there with you on that note. It did the same thing here. So
Yeah, 1 week from spring. Interesting little fun fact today. Today is, of course, I didn't mention at the top of the show, March 15th, which is infamously the Ides of March, right? Beware the Ides of March.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the senators turned on Caesar and turned him into a pincushion. I saw a funny little thing scrolling through social media. Basically, the whole weekend was about knives, because you had Friday the 13th, so you had Jason Voorhees with his big knife, and then of course yesterday was 3/14, which in nerddom we celebrate as Pie Day, right? And so you have your knife to cut open the pie, and then of course today is the Ides of March, where Julius Caesar is made into a pincushion by the senators, the Roman senators. So there you go, the Ides of March. Let's see. That's about it that's happening in Mooseland. So
yeah.
did we, I don't want to go check because it'll ruin the cameras. Did we have a question from Discord? I don't think we did.
No,
All right.
not that I saw.
People,
So
please give us a question on Discord. This spot is blank in the show notes every week, and it makes Greg very sad. And we don't want Greg to be sad. Let's see. Looks like we got some new stuff in the games that we get free because we pay for them. No?
well, we have the new Epic game, or Epic Games, because there's 2. So we have those.
Let's hear about them.
Alrighty. So from now until the 19th, we have Cozy Grove and Isonzo. So there you go.
Those
Go
sound
pick them
like
up.
two.
I did pick up Cozy Grove.
What's Cozy Grove all
So-
about?
I think it's like a little it's kind of like Stardew Valley.
All right.
Cozy, which probably means I'll hate it, but we're gonna try it anyway. So,
It's a grove and it's cozy.
yeah.
You get it? Okay. Cool. All right then. Well, then we are at the time of the show where we tell everybody what we've been playing.
Today I feel like playing computer games.
Oh, we love annoying Greg.
All righty. So, I have a few games to talk about this week.
You
So
do.
We're gonna let Kim
Go
go.
for it.
We're gonna let Kim go first.
All right, yeah, because I only have the one. So,
All right. Here we go.
alrighty. The one game that I've played this week, and I need to go back to Baldur's Gate 3. Don't yell at me. I know. I will get there. It's
Go
just
back
it's
to
Act
Baldur's
3 and
Gate
it's
3.
a lot. I know. It's Act 3 though, and it's a lot. I don't know. I think I have this hero complex where I want to save everyone, and I have to get over that and be like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to save all of them. The companions, yes, I will save all of them, but I'm not going to be able to save all the NPCs. I just need to accept it and move on. Anyway, but I did play some more Divinity Original Sin 2. And I'm super excited about this because for as much crap as Greg has given me about not getting off the island, I have made it off the island. Admittedly, it's to a boat that's offshore next to the island, but I am off the damned island. So, basically what that means is we have to figure out what, because for some odd reason, the boat is a living thing. It is apparently made, okay, now get this. Suspend disbelief, if you will. A elf died. They buried her out in the forest. A tree grew from where this elf was buried, and they made a boat out of this tree. So, of course, now this tree is sentient, and so is the boat. And the boat is pissed off because it was made into a boat. So now we have to appease the boat by letting it know that we are going to go after the people that, made it a boat. If that makes any sense at all.
I understood all of that.
I can explain that.
I'm
glad
with
somebody
you.
did. All right. So anyway, and sometimes I need Google. I'm not gonna lie. I need Google to figure out some of this stuff because, of course, sometimes you can read all the books that you pick up, but sometimes you still miss something. So honestly, I had to Google how the hell I was supposed to talk to this boat because when you go up and it, of course, tells you to press A to interact with the boat. Yes, I know how that sounds. So you interact with the boat, and immediately you put your hand on it, and it goes to burn you alive because it's already turned one person into a crisp. So obviously that's not going to work. Well, after much back and forth, we figured out you need a special book that has a song in the book that you sing to the boat. Yes.
All right.
You sing to the boat. All right. So anyway, I did that. I've got my little
I'm waiting for
lizard
it to
dude,
get
the
weird.
Red Prince. Oh shit, right? Because it's not already weird enough. To be fair though, I can't really say it's weird because to me that's an RPG and that's just the way they are.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got the Red Prince, who is a lizard, to sing to the boat because it was in his language apparently, and I figured it might get offended if I tried. And he did, and the boat, of course, was like, "Oh, great, fine. What are we gonna do?" Anyway, long story short, I got the boat to move. Well, as we were sailing away from the island, the original owner of the boat, whose name is Dallas, figured it out, and she's a real bitch. She was not real happy that I took her boat. So there was a big fight, and I lost. So I'm going to have to go back and redo the fight for the boat because...
Have to sing to the boat some more?
Yeah, probably. I'm going to have to sing to the boat some more and then position my companions better because apparently I did a real shit job this time. Because they ended up killing the NPC that we needed to get where we're going, and when they did that, we all died. So I have to go back and do it again. And of course, the important thing about all this is, about being on the boat, is I finally have to pick my final 3 companions that I want to take with me, because whoever I don't pick, spoiler alert, they will die. I don't know how they're going to die. I'm not sure if this boat's going to sink or what's going to happen.
I think the boat's going to eat them.
Maybe the boat's just going to get pissed off and be like, you know what? I'm done with all this. I'm going to eat all the rest of you. So anyway, I have to pick 3 more companions, which is why I have the final 4 in my show notes. So it'll obviously be me and 3 other people. I just have to go through and figure out which 3 I want to take with me and which ones I want to sacrifice.
All right.
So, fun times ahead.
Tough choices. Tough choices that we have to make.
I know. It is indeed. So that's all I've done today.
That's all you've done.
Yeah, you are now island adjacent. Yes,
Island
I'm
adjacent. I like it.
Yep.
All right.
So what have you done?
I have forgotten how to work a computer. There we go. I'm just going to have to. I'm just going to have to apologize to everybody who's listening because you're getting some YouTube sounds that I forgot to mute. You get what you pay for, folks. Especially
Mark's done that before. Greg has.
Yeah, especially when you don't pay your staff on your podcast and then they have to do stuff. You get what you pay for.
Right.
So here we are. I'm going to go in order of. I'm going to start with not so great, and then I'm going to go to greatness. So I continue to play Avowed.
Good.
It's hit and miss. The story. I still just can't care about what's going on in this story. I don't like, I follow it. It seems to be pretty straightforward. I just haven't found any reason why I should care.
Right.
And the leveling up system is cool because you have your 3 basic classes, your fighter, your ranger, and your wizard. And you can kind of mix and match the skills. So that's kind of cool. What's really frustrating about it is every fight seems to just come down to you get mobbed. You walk up and there's 3 or 4 enemies and you're like, okay, let's go get them. and then you kill those, and then 8 spawn, and you kill those, and then 10 spawn, and it's just like and it's not like it's that hard. I've got a fairly high level party. We've got fairly high level gear. So it's not like it's really a challenge. It's more of kind of a grind. So I'm just kind of like, I'll probably keep playing it just to see what the payoff is. And because,
Right.
you know, I hate myself, I guess, but I don't know. I'm still just having a hard time with getting around Avowed. Let's see here. And then the next game. So we're going to go to some greatness that I don't want to spend a whole heck of a lot of time on, but I did finish the Mass Effect Legendary Edition trilogy. So I just finished kind of the final battle for Earth. So I know, Kim, I know you haven't really gotten along with Mass Effect, but what I have discovered is in Mass Effect 3, there are lots of dudes with swords. Lots of dudes with swords, and notice all of the dudes in these videos are wearing armor, right? So you got swords and you got armor. It's all there.
Any dragons?
There are some creatures that do resemble dragons. Yes, although they're not necessarily called dragons, but they look like dragons.
All right.
The trilogy is still as amazing as I remember it being. You know, the ending is the new extended sort of ending from the Legendary Edition. Oh snap! Let's get off of that. My video ended. The new ending is better than it was in the original version. So you know, that's cool. And I'll probably keep playing it. I'm kind of working through it slowly on the insanity difficulty, just kind of doing a mission at a time here and there. I'm not quite pulled into it the way I was when it was I shouldn't say brand new, but when I had kind of just picked it up, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think you would like it, Kim. It's got.
So should I just skip the first 2 and go right to 3?
No, I definitely think you should. I definitely think you should play all 3 of them.
Okay.
Even if you put it on, Mark mode, right? You know, there's no Gale, but there are some people that have magic powers, and some of them are dudes with beards that have magic powers. So you know, could be your jam.
Here's a question. You liked, Mass Effect. How do you feel about Andromeda? Because a lot of people were, bagging on Andromeda back in the day.
So I haven't played Andromeda because it got a lot of bad reviews. But I think I might, since I got that Mass Effect bug again, I think I might pick it up and give it a try. See if I can find. I think it's available on EA Play. So I might I might give it a try.
Okay.
Because I got the Mass Effect book. I just think they did a really great job of crafting the universe. Like there's this really well thought out backstory to everything, and I think it's really great.
Okay.
And then finally, since I finished Mass Effect, I have been pulled back into the world of Baldur's Gate 3. And
man.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun. What continues to amaze me is I think I've played through the first act 4 or 5 times, and I still have different interactions. Things just happen differently. So I just kind of got to the Underdark area. I don't know if you recall as soon as you come out of the little temple there's a there's some kind of one-eyed beast that has some petrified drow
a beholder
around it. A beholder,
beholder.
So I've had that fight where he animated all the petrified drow and they all attacked me, and so I had to kill everybody. I had one where he animated them and I didn't attack them. I just attacked the beholder, and then they were friendly. And then the last time, I guess the one that he animated was like the one that was mad about everything. So I intentionally did not attack any of the drow. I just attacked the beholder, and we defeated the beholder, and then they went to neutral, and then the guy came to talk to me, and he didn't like what I had to say. So then we had to fight. I was like, all right, cool. I guess we're
Ah,
fighting.
guess we're gonna
Yeah,
You know, you gave him an option.
that's right. And so I explored kind of that whole Underdark area, and you take a boat to get to the Grimforge. And so I was like, all right,
Yep.
it's time to get on this boat and go to the Grimforge. And there's a little battle there where another boat pulls up alongside you, and if you don't pass a
Yep.
speech check, they attack you. They
Yep.
wrecked my whole party. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was doing pretty
Oof.
well here, but man, they wrecked us.
Right.
And so I was like, all right, I guess we'll go try the mountain pass. And so then we go meet the
Mhm.
Yankee Patrol. And I'm thinking Lae'zel will be able to talk our way through that.
Oh,
Nope,
right.
they attacked us.
No, he's
Yeah.
terrible.
But we did defeat the Yankee Patrol only by the skin of our teeth. But
Yeah, because they're tough.
they are tough. And it is, when you get into the mountain pass, there's some more enemies that are pretty tough. And I added a mod that's called like extra encounters and mini bosses or something like that. So there's some extra some extra fights here and there. There's some mini bosses here and there. So it kind of changes things up a little bit. But yeah.
Very cool. I've thought about adding that one.
I recommend
Well, I have
it.
a little thing for you there. You know how you're talking about the beholder fight? I have been through there 4 or 5 times. I have
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
never
yeah.
once had to fight that thing.
Huh.
I don't know why, but yeah, we go over there I go through there all the time. That thing has never once popped up for me, and I don't know why that is.
Hmm.
Because I
That's-
got curious one day because somebody had mentioned it, and I'm like, "What beholder fight?" Because I've never had
Yeah.
never had to fight it. Because
Yeah.
so
I did
Nuts.
find not far from there,
Mhm.
you can find a chest that has some basilisk oil in it.
Mhm.
And that is what you can use to cure petrification. But
Right.
there's only one. So I got to try to find more so I can rescue the rest of the people. I don't know. Or not.
right,
Maybe I could just leave them there.
very cool. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been petrified for this long.
That's right. That's right. Might as well just chill. Um,
They're not
let's
going
see.
anywhere.
What else is happening in Baldur's Gate 3? I guess that's about it. So good though. So good. Continue to play it. I like having 6 people in the active party. It's I think that's a great
Yes.
balance. You can have up to like 12 with this mod, but that just gets out of hand. 6 is like
That's a lot. Yeah.
yeah, 6 is a nice balanced party.
Mhm.
Cool. Well, that's what we've been playing. And
Yeah.
let's see. We got a few people in the chat. And so
We do, and Lord just showed up.
and so perfect. We might as well, Kim.
All right, now everybody get settled. Get away from the windows. Now look, good. It's time for the quiz. Yeah, you know what? Oh, too bad. Tough.
Too bad. Tough. All right. We might as well have this little quiz this week. I do have a secret theme. So we'll see if anybody figures out the secret theme. We're gonna have to go slow here because let's see if I can. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go slow and give people a chance to answer in the Discord. So up first on this week's quiz is from 2012 Call of Duty Black Ops 3. But here's the fun little wrinkle. We want the Wii U release. The release on the Wii U. So I'll give you a minute to think about that while I announce it to the people.
Okay.
Did you play this one?
I think I did. I know I've played most of them, so I'm pretty sure I've probably played this one.
I did not play this one. All right.
It was released on the Wii. Yes, the
Yep.
Wii U.
All right. Time's up. What do you think, Kim?
All right. 75.
Kim says 75. Boomer doesn't want you to fight alone. He says 78. Yeah, my phone auto corrected to Wi-Fi U.
Yep.
Yeah, good stuff. Give it a couple minutes, see if anybody else. Let's see. I've only played Black Ops. Actually, I think I've only played Black Ops 6. I think that's the only one I've actually played. I went back to take a look and potentially play some of the older ones, and they still want like $60 for these games. It's like I'm not paying $60
Nuts, isn't it?
for a game from 2012. That's just
I don't
not
blame
how
you. I
we
wouldn't
do.
either.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's you and Boomer mano a mano this week, so we're gonna carry on.
Okay.
Up next is Assassin's Creed 2, which is where we met Ezio Auditore, and we're going to look at the Xbox 360 release of Assassin's Creed 2.
Okay.
Did you play this one?
Are we gonna get a score for the first one, or?
Oh, you know
we're
what?
waiting till the.
This is why it takes more than one person to do this. I got too many tasks.
I get you.
I got too many tabs open in my browser. The answer for the first one was 81. 81 was the correct
better than
answer.
I thought. I'll be damned.
I also thought that was not going to score as well, given that it was a release on the Wii. But there you go, 81. So here we go. Assassin's Creed 2 on the Xbox 360.
Okay. I imagine that one did fairly well because I remember a lot of people liking that one. Now, I mean that doesn't mean anything Metacritic wise exactly, but I'm gonna say 85.
Ken is going to say 85. We're gonna vamp for time while we wait for Boomer maybe to weigh in here. How many of the Assassin's Creed games have you played?
2. I played the first Assassin's Creed and then I played Liberation.
And then you played Liberation. I haven't played that one.
Yeah, I played Liberation.
What's that one about?
That's the one with the woman in it. I can't remember now if she was a former slave or something, but it was really good. I really and I mean I'm not good at stealthy games, but this one was really good. And I need to play Black Flag because everybody brags about that one, and I think that would be neat. So
Black Flag is pretty great. I've kind of just started it. I would say hold on that one because Black Flag is getting like a remaster. So
okay.
Yeah, you might want to wait. I mean, I've got the original on Steam and it holds up pretty well. Right. So I wouldn't not play it. But if you're saving your money, I would save it for the remaster. All right. So gotcha. Boomer comes in with a 90 and Amaryllis comes in with an 87. So well done, Boomer. The actual answer for Assassin's Creed 2 on the Xbox 360, a 90. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
Wow.
There we go. Now, Amaryllis agrees with me. You should play with more Assassin's Creed. Actually, you know what would be right up your alley, Kim? Is Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Origins. Those are going to be right up your alley.
And I have Valhalla too. So
that one.
I have those. I just haven't played them.
Valhalla's kind of but the other two.
Yeah.
Men in armor, magic abilities, beards. It's all your jam.
Right up there. Yep.
All right. The next one is a game that I'm certain you have all played. And so it's going to be real fun to get the scores off of this one. It is from 2007 and the title of the game, good night. Sorry, my phone is fighting with me. The title of the game is Juiced 2 Hot Import Nights, and it released in 2007. So this is a auto racing game, Juiced 2 Hot Import Nights. Driving games.
Somebody was really impressed with using.
Which has like, are we talking like carrot juice or are we talking like Royd's juice?
Well, I'm thinking carrot juice, but there is the other, but
it's a juice tiger. I juice everything now. So I Married an Axe Murderer. If you haven't seen that movie, you should watch it. Boomer says 60 for Juiced 2 Hot Import Nights. Do you want to venture a guess there, Kim?
Yeah, let's say 70 for shits and tickles.
Tim is going to say 70. And Amaryllis is going to say 71. The actual answer, 66. So well done, Kim.
Boomer's got this one.
You won that round. Now, going into the final round.
Right.
I didn't get an answer from Amaryllis in the first round. So
Uh-huh.
She's kind of struggling there. But Kim is currently holding Boomer is currently holding a 6-point lead going into the final round in regulation, that is. She says no because I forgot to hit send.
Damn it.
The last game in regular time is Alpha Protocol, which is really easy for me to type on my phone. And that released in 2010. And we're going to look at the PC release of, come on, phone, do what I'm telling you to do. Alpha Protocol on the PC from 2010.
I know I've heard of this one, but I'm drawing a blank, honestly.
I have also heard of this one. I have not played it, and I could not tell you what it's about.
Right. So, right. But I'll be nice. I'll give it an 80.
Kim is feeling generous, and she's going to give it an 8-0. All right. Amaryllis is going to give it an 86, which I just gave that score to Boomer because I'm super good at taking notes. She's extra generous, and Boomer comes in with a 78. The actual score 70.
Well, that's bad.
Oh, Batch came in with a 78. Batch with the late entry.
Boomer's a 75.
Boomer's a 75. Yeah. Well done, Boomer. The actual answer 73. So bravo, Boomer.
Look at Boomer go.
So with the final question and going into overtime, Boomer is holding an 11-point lead. So let's make it interesting. For minus 12, what is the secret theme? Remember, there's always a hint in the show notes.
Doesn't help me at all usually, but
feel free to play along at home with the mystery theme. Just throw it in the chat.
Yeah.
While Kim combs the show notes to see if she can find anything that helps.
I looked for see if I can figure out what the hell I'm missing here. Alpha Protocol, Assassin's Creed 2, Juiced 2.
I guess I'll say once again, it's not so much a theme as it is a connection.
Gotcha.
We'll throw that out there.
They're all a part of EA. I don't think that's it, but that's what I'm going to go with.
I do not think that Black Ops or Assassin's Creed
maybe not, but that's
EA.
what I'm going with.
All right.
No, they're probably not, but
Amaryllis says she forgot she could go look at the show notes. You should go check it out and see if you can find a theme. Hearing
maybe you
nothing.
can figure it out better than I did.
Hearing nothing in the chat, I'll just go ahead and give away the theme. Congratulations on the win, Boomer.
Okay.
The today is of course March 15th, the Ides of March, which is when the Senate turned on Caesar and turned him into a pincushion. And so each of these games has at least one segment that takes place in the city of Rome. Or in the case of Assassin's Creed 2, the whole thing takes place in the city of Rome. So there's your connection. The connection is
never would have got it in a million years.
The Ides of March. Thank you everyone for playing along. Congratulations, Boomer, on the win. There you go. That's for you.
Indeed.
Let's see. So that's that, which brings us to our discussion of news. Just got a couple of quick news topics to talk about today. I'm sorry. Here is the news. There you go. First up, I thought this was interesting. I saw this in the news this week. The state of New York has filed a lawsuit against game developer Valve, stating that its loot boxes are akin to gambling. So in summary, New York says that Valve promotes quintessential gambling. Attorney General Letitia James says children can be addicted. The lawsuit is looking for a fine and perhaps restitution. And then it says Valve not, the Reuters article that I'm quoting here says Valve not available for comment, but Valve did issue a response basically saying, we disagree. But what they're basically saying is because you can spend either in-game currency or real currency for these randomized loot boxes, that it is therefore tantamount to gambling. So what do you think? Is this gambling? I mean, this seems to be a common practice in a lot of games, right?
Right, but I don't know that I would call that gambling necessarily. I mean, that's me, I guess. Because I mean, when you're getting a loot, generally, I know from my experience with loot boxes, you know pretty much get whatever it says it is. I mean, for me, gambling is something else entirely. But I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, I guess they're saying that there are things in the game that are perceived to be of higher or lower value. And so when you pay your currency and you're wanting to get that specific item,
right,
it gives you that kind of slot machine impact, because that's how a slot machine is designed,
that,
right?
But...
All the bright noise and bright pictures to get your dopamine going. Anyway,
right.
We'll see how far that lawsuit goes. Amaryllis says that that's a reach. So we shall see. And in sadder news this week, speaking of Electronic Arts, they have laid off. They've done massive staff layoffs across all Battlefield studios following the record-breaking launch of Battlefield 6. An unknown number of individuals from across the Battlefield teams, including workers at Criterion, DICE, Ripple Effects, and Motive Studios, these layoffs are taking place as part of a realignment across the Battlefield studios as the team continues its ongoing live service support for Battlefield 6 following launch. So this seems a little wild, right? According to this article, Battlefield 6 was the best-selling game of 2025 in the United States, selling 7 million copies in just 3 days. So I don't know. This seems kind of out of left field, right? You had a wildly successful game. Now the player numbers did drop off pretty quickly after launch, and that might be the issue that they're having. Is now there's an expectation that these games have a 10-year plan, right? You release the game and you just keep monetizing it for however many numbers of years. But yeah, that just seemed a little. It didn't sit well with me. I don't know how it sits with anybody else.
No, me neither. Because best-selling game, and here we are laying off a bunch of people. It doesn't make any sense.
It seems like a blatant cash grab. So boo on you, EA.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it. All right, which brings us to our new release calendar. So, Miss Woods, if you would please.
Sure. Alrighty. Our new releases for this week are Bonnie Bear Saves Frog Time for the Switch and PC on March 16th. Yes, Bonnie Bear Saves Frog Time. I don't know what any of that means together, but we'll find out March 16th. Starship Troopers Ultimate Bug War for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, the Switch 2, and PC, also on the 16th. MLB The Show 26 for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch on the 17th. Just the Switch, not the Switch 2? That's kind of surprising. I'm sure it'll come out eventually. Exploit.0 for the Quest 3 on March 17th. So, if you've got a Quest 3, there's a game coming for it. One I'm kind of excited about, but I probably won't get unless it's on sale or, at least after reviews, and that is Crimson Desert.
That one does look interesting.
Xbox Series X and S, and PC for March 19th. Yeah, it does. Although right now I'm pretty much into Divinity, and again, Baldur's Gate, so, it's gonna have to wait a while. And Death Stranding 2 on the Beach for PC, March 19th. Dynasty Warriors 3, the Complete Edition, remastered. I don't know what it is with those three words together. It just seems I don't know, weird. Complete Edition Remastered, but alright. For the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2, Switch, and PC on the 19th. Gory Terror. I don't know if that's some sort of play on Solitaire or not, but anyway, we will find out for the PS5, PS4, Switch, PC, iOS, and Android on March 19th. Ghost Master Resurrection for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC on the 20th. And last but not least, we have Rubato for the PS5, Switch, and PC on March 20th. And those are your new releases.
Thank you. And so we talked about Crimson Desert. I think we're both kind of interested in that one.
Right.
Anything else from that list that caught your eye?
Honestly, I don't know why, but maybe it's for as weird as the title sounds. But Bonnie Bear Saves Frog Time. I'm gonna at least look that up to see if that's as cartoonish as it sounds, or if it's something else entirely. Because I thought, was it last week we had the Naughty Gnomes, and I thought that was gonna be something terrible, and it was more like what was the one? Was it Fallback Guys or Fallout Guys or whatever the hell that one? Well, where you like stumble around and knock people over and then knock them off of things. That's what that was. Only it was with gnomes. I don't know. I was expecting some sort of like stripper gnome club or something, but it wasn't that at all. So
yeah, that's not what we were looking for. The
nope. Maybe the Starship Trooper ones might be interesting. I wonder if that's going to be like more like Helldivers or not. So
yeah, who knows? Speaking of games with weird titles, we did talk a few weeks ago about Mugenics, which sold 1 million copies. So there are at least 1 million people out there who are interested in selectively breeding an army of cats. So there you go. I looked up.
Yeah, I looked into that one. I don't think it was my jab.
No, not enough
cats in it.
Not
it
enough cats in.
Weird.
No cats in armor with magical powers and beards.
There you go. That's it.
Let's see. What was the last one? Ghostmaster. So Ghostmaster Resurrection.
Yes.
I looked that one up while you were talking. That looks like a tactics-based ghost game. It's almost like a Ghostbusters game, but you're the ghosts.
Oh.
So that looks like
that
it
might be
fun.
interesting.
Yeah. Might be a good time.
Pick that up for my Steam Deck.
There you go. Well, it's coming to be that time, Kim. You care to tell the people how they can find us for playdates?
Okay, on our playdates, which I think right now is basically Arc Raiders, I think, but who
Pretty
knows,
much.
that may change.
Propose a new game.
You,
We'll
with the
join
weather
you.
changing, yes, but so far that's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that is 8:30 UK time and 3:30 Eastern time, 12:30 Pacific time, and if you're in my time zone, it'd be 2:30. So come along. If you got Arc Raiders, although who knows, the weather's getting nicer now, and I know this is because you think most people would game in the wintertime when it's cold and there's nothing better to do. But it seems like I game more when the weather's nice, and I know that makes sense, but here we are.
It makes no
maybe
sense.
I'll start up some Battlefield or something. I don't know. I've been getting scratching the itch to play some more Battlefield because I bought it, and I haven't played a whole hell of a lot of it, so maybe we'll figure something out. Fatal Fridays, which is 8 p.m. UK time and 8 p.m. Central time. That is assuming I'm on. I mean, it could be a different time wherever you are, but Fatal Fridays, which I don't know that we've had a whole lot of Fatal Fridays lately, but
it's mostly just been
so.
Greg and I. Greg and I have been holding down Fatal Fridays playing Arc Raiders. That's about what it's been lately.
Well, see, there you go.
So
if you got Arc Raiders, there you go. I almost bought Arc Raiders, but I talked myself out of it. So
do it.
I know.
But if any of you want to play anything, join our Discord.
Right.
We have a whole bunch of dedicated voice channels where you can just jump in there and say, "Hey, I'm in the Spaced Out Man channel. I'd like to play some kind of sci-fi game." Or I'm in the Lunch Divers because I want to play Helldivers, and maybe someone will join you. If you want to suggest a new game, you can send us an email at ocpodcast@gmail.com. You can tweet it at us at OC_podcast. You can leave us a review at Podbean or iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. And we'd love to see you in the future on our Discord.
Right.
So we're going to do things a little bit different with the shout outs this week. I'm going to begin.
Oh.
I'm going to shout out
Okay.
Greg because he missed this week's show because he's being fitted for his fursona. And I'm going to shout out Mark. Mark, we'll be glad to have you back whenever you're ready to come back. We do appreciate the clever ruse that you really went away for just a medically assisted weight loss plan. And I'm going to shout out the Shatters. We had several Shatters today. Amaryllis was in the chat. Boomer, Batch. Have I missed anyone?
Lord.
And Lord Duh. Lord Duh. So welcome. Thank you for hanging out. It's always great to have a few people in the chat keeping us company. Otherwise, it's just Kim and I talking to each other. And as fun as that is,
And we could do that without we could do that any day.
We don't have to put it on the internet, but it's on the internet now for all perpetuity. And let's see. Lastly, I'm going to shout out Kim, the stalwart, steady, always ready co-host of the Overseas Connection. Everybody else is doing all kinds of strangeness, but Kim is here. She's reliable. And so this week, Kim,
I got nothing better
you
to
get
do.
the honor of closing us out.
Alrighty. I want to shout out you as well. It was a fun show. I know you were nervous with the OBS and everything, but you did a good job. So, I mean, I hats off to you. I think you did well.
We'll see how the final product comes out.
This is true. But by then that's Greg's baby and he can deal with it. So
Yeah.
a shout out to Mother Nature, who's finally getting her act together. I mean, it is supposed to get cold tomorrow and they are still talking snow, but we are on the way into spring and it is going to warm up. So I'm excited about that. We got a message from the boss in the chat. He said, good job,
Boss man
peeps."
says, good job,
So-
peeps.
Yeah. And he says, hey, I have no babies. All right. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good week this week. I'm going to, try to watch something else. Who knows? Next week I may come back on here saying I've watched all the stuff on the Warhammer app or something else entirely, because that was my plan this week, and then I end up watching King of the Hill. So who knows? So yeah, I'm going to shut up now and gonna let us get the hell out of here. So, see ya.
Alrighty.
Thank you for listening to the
It's a
Overseas
raccoon. I'd
Connection
say
podcast.
more of a raccoon. Maybe a
Yeah.
possum,
I think Greg is definitely a raccoon.
right?
He's going to love that we're talking over the outro too.
Oh, I know it. He's just gonna love it. Should
You're
have been
welcome,
here.
Greg.
See you same time next week.
I can't type for